What's up, Sarah? Brand new poll up. Which do you feel is more important? Truth, logic, or both? Sarah picked both. Why do you pick both, Sarah? I must admit, that is a fine answer. That's a good answer. I like that answer a lot. But why do you think so? He said nothing much. Sarah, you said that you don't know. Well, I'll explain why I believe it's a good answer. I think that's a good answer because if you're all logic and no emotion, then you shall never love. You shall never feel the medley of emotions that are available to the human. Whilst, on the other hand, if you prioritize emotion over logic, all you will know is emotional turmoil and no rationale. Hello there, Susan Sawyer. I recognize that name. It's a pleasure to have you in the live stream this evening. Monkey boy. Came to monkey around? Well, I'll tell you what, monkey boy. No monkey business tonight. I've been very well. I can't quite call it though. It's been an unusual day. Unusual in the most usual way, I guess. The love feels lovely. Yet when I get around the haters, I can still feel the hate. It's easy to understand that I'm misunderstood. Bing bong. What's happening? Big Jeff, Hefe in the building. My dog right there, man. In the flesh. You know, I've been listening to Backcountry by Avenged Sevenfold all day. I forgot what the opening line is, but it has something to do with the pain of being a man. A pain that I am also familiar with. Eating them Wendy's fries. I ate them already. Unless you're eating Wendy's fries now. Are you eating Wendy's fries? I ate mine already. I ate some chicken and Wendy's fries. I took them down. They didn't stand a chance. Now I guess I'm in the mood for dessert. I need to do some laundry, shower, brush my teeth, wash my face, all that. I'd like some dessert now. And I need to do my TikTok live stream before I hit the hay. There's not an anxious bone in my body. I've done the best I could, and I do the best I can with what I know and what I have. I learn every day. I learn every day. Every day I learn. I learn every day. Every day we learn. We learn every day. It's all part of the voyage. It's all part of the voyage. It's cold outside. You know how I feel about it? Being as it is, I am a New England native. If it's going to be this cold outside, well, it might as well snow then. Don't half-ass the job, New England. Give me what I want. Freeze the soil. May the lady I've known all my life be dressed in white, at least for the night. I can't read too much of the comments right now, focusing on the road, but I'll be home shortly. What is obvious cannot be ignored. What is obvious cannot be ignored. You see, when you speak the truth, you are the truth. When you speak the truth, you are the truth. What is obvious cannot be ignored. Can't be hidden. It can't be cast away. What is obvious cannot be ignored. No, 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 no. It's one thing I've learned, that we're going to piss off some people. We're going to hurt a lot of feelings on this voyage. Not everybody wants to hear the truth. Some people can't believe that they're living a lie, or they've been lying their entire lives. Not only can they not believe it, they do not want to believe it. Some of us will fall again and again and again and rise again and again and again and again and again. While others will simply fall into mischief. All glory be to God. It's the day of the Sabbath, baby. I'm finna wash off the filth. I gotta wash off the filth. Take me a nice hot shower. When I think long and hard about it, I reckon I've pissed off just about everyone I know. At times, because I told the truth, as hard as it was, because I didn't want to take the easy way out and lie. I said I reckon I've pissed off just about everyone I know. Because as easy as it would have been to lie, I did it the hard way and told the truth. A lot of people want to ignore and lie to keep the peace, keep the peace. Well, the truth is, you will never know peace unless you prepare for war. You will never know peace unless you are prepared to go to war. Yeah, no, I already ate my Wendy's fries. He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, flesh. Don't you ever go nowhere again, brother. I know this world is full of a lot of come and go. This world is full of a lot of come and go. Would you believe me if I told you that the voyage is here to stay? There's a reason why I didn't say a Sean Voyage. Although a Sean Voyage is here to stay. The reason I said the voyage is because I'm describing the journey. The journey will always be with you, as it was here before you, and it will be here after you. Thus, the journey shall never leave you. In fact, it is you who may inevitably leave the journey. That all depends on where your beliefs lie. Do you believe yourself to be eternal? Do you believe that even when your physical body has grown too old and decrepit to function and ceases to function, will the energy that resides inside of you live on? Because if you do believe that, then the voyage is forever. Sure! Gnarly Carly! It's the voyage. You know they hate to see it. They hate to see a young man with clear skin smiling. Big old bun in his head. Bills paid, pockets full of money. Buying tickets. Buying tickets to go enjoy himself. You know they hate to see it. You know they hate to see a young man enjoying himself, locked in on his purpose. You know they hate it. They trying to figure out how they gonna do it. Instead of going and figuring it out, what they gonna do? They're gonna try to distract me. They're gonna try to distract you. They're gonna try to take it away from you. They're gonna try to tell you it ain't gonna work. They're gonna try to make you emotional. They're gonna try to knock you off your game. They're gonna try to knock you off your square. That's what they'll do. They'd rather run up on us than run towards their goals. Could you imagine that? Well, imagine no more, because I'm describing reality. They hate to see it. What's up, Debbie? What's happening? What's happening? I'd like to tell you the tale. I'd like to tell everyone that's watching right now the tale of a man with unique abilities, qualities, as well as a unique mission to help alleviate some of the pain, suffering, boredom, hunger, and confusion in the world through art and entertainment. I'll repeat. Today I will tell you the tale of a man who was born and destined with unique abilities and qualities, as well as a unique mission to help alleviate some of the pain, boredom, suffering, hunger, and confusion in the world. A man who goes by a name that was not given to him at birth. A man who has an unwavering faith in the voyage. Do you ever lose focus and watch your life flicker before your eyes? Doesn't mean you're dying. It means you're trying. Now, what is this car doing here in my parking spot? Debbie said movie later. Perhaps, perhaps not. We'll see where we get. I know for certain that I need to shower, do laundry, and live stream on TikTok. I know this to be true. I'm in the mood for dessert. The things that bother me today will not bother me tomorrow. The things that bother me tomorrow will not bother me next week. The things that bother me next week will not bother me in a month from now. And the things that bother me in a month's time will no longer bother me next year. Did you eat your ice cream fruit? No, I did not. Dang spot theft. I have no idea who was in my parking spot, but they moved out the way. They moved out the way. It don't take nothing but patience. Caught here in a fiery blaze. Won't lose my will to stay. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Can you speak Spanish, bro? Unfortunately for perhaps both of us, Brian Caceres, I am not fluent in Espanol. This one's for the fellas. He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. Your spot is secured. Sweet parking. Thank you, Debs. I'm not going to stay in my car for too long. I'm going to just make love to this cigarette for a couple minutes, maybe a few. There's a dog barking. Ah, my neighbor's dogs are loose. My neighbor's dogs are loose. Therefore, a man's work is never done. I wonder if they'd noticed yet. Sean, did you see the glasses I took a picture of me wearing with hearts? No, I did not. I haven't checked nearly 98% of my notifications in almost 3 weeks. If not 3 weeks by now. I've been laser focused. Been laser focused. I'm getting around to it though. Is it in the chat room, Debbie? Is it in the general chat? I check that. I do check that. I'll be checking everything soon though. I'll download everything. I feel I got to do something. There's too much irresponsibility in the world. Mistakes will be made, but the same mistakes needn't be made again. You need a sunroof for your bun to hang out of. I certainly do. Yeah, Debbie, post it in the general chat room so I can check it out. Devin's getting some food. She'll be right back. I'm almost nervous that I'm going to get hungry later. I know I have a lot of fettuccine, but I wonder if I still have chicken. I think I do. There we go. My neighbor came outside. They're getting the dogs. Let me show you what's going on. Hell yeah, that's one of them yappy cat dogs. Always yapping. Too busy barking at people, don't even know where the hell its home is at. Don't that dog know one of them cars could eliminate it? Time. The dog's rounded up. He's still working on the other one. The dogs are running around like they own the place, barking at people. Hope he finds his dog in a timely manner. I'm gonna get inside where it's warmer. I've got a lot of work to do. Very good, Debbie. I did all my dishes this morning, but as long as I have some chicken in the freezer, I will have more dishes to do tonight, which is quite all right. I don't mind doing the dishes. I might not even need to make a big old meal, but I got to do something with all that damn fettuccine. Maybe I'll give some to the homeless. All I need right now is my lunchbox. Hello. All I need right now is my lunchbox. I don't know how them dogs got loose. Can they not catch their own dog? One of the dogs is more obedient than the other. The other's a bit skittish. Yeah. What's going on, Joe? He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. Let's head inside. It's a little chilly out here. I want to bring my Yeti with me. Hands are full. I guess I could put my purple bag on my back. I needn't fall into any illusions of despair, disarray, or failure, because I've done none of those things. I couldn't fail even if I wanted to. I couldn't fail even if I wanted to. I made one of my coworkers upset because I was speaking the truth, but I'm never disrespectful or rude when I speak the truth. The truth just feels like a winter's wind on a once warm face. warm from ignorance. What's happening, Michi? Long time no see, Michi. SG, we got the soft gangster in the house. We got a soft gangster in the building. Feels good to be in warmth. Although I love what the cold does to me. Oh, man. Mark Vinyls was happening, my brother. He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. You know, the word Bronx keeps coming up. So does Oregon. The words Bronx and Oregon, the places Bronx and Oregon keep coming up. Bronx, New York, Oregon. Oregon. Sip some Henny. I ain't got no Yak Jack. Willie actually bought some Henny last night. It's all hers. I won't be needing no Henny tonight. Maybe Monday night. Henny gonna have me calling meeting and voice chat tonight. I feel like for me, emotion can override what's logical to me sometimes. Of course, Carly. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. You know, a lot of people project. A lot of people project. And projection is done out of emotion. I was having a conversation with someone who has a horrible habit of projecting. I had a conversation with that kind of person today. She kept interrupting me as I was speaking. And I allowed her to finish. And because I refused to dismiss my own point of view and beliefs, she told me to listen more than I spoke. And I replied with a chuckle and allowed her to finish. And then I encouraged her to hear me out, take her own advice, and watch as I effectively communicate by allowing her to finish and proceeding to articulate my point of view. And then I encouraged her to take heed to my words when I told her to remember that we were born with just one mouth and two ears. So it behooves us to listen, perhaps more than we speak. The Voyage. It's important because I live with 2% of logic, LMFAO. Ooh. Those sound like choppy waters to me, SG. You better sleep with one eye open. Only cowards sleep with one eye open, Michi. You see, the champion, a wise man, confronted me and a friend at the watering hole a few years ago in Oxford, Connecticut. We were at the reservoir. A gentleman I've never met before, older than myself, with a thick Polish accent. Mind everyone, this is a true story. This isn't one of those Vinyl's tales. I'm not rehearsing for a role. I'm sharing honest and true experiences on my voyage. Although I do admire my brother's creativity and hubris to entertain. And this gentleman advised me, he saw something in me, he must have. Why else would he have approached and given me such a memorable message that I'm able to recite to this day? He told me that the champion mustn't fear the bullet. Mind you, the bullet is an analogy. Doesn't necessarily have to do with a gun or a bullet being expelled from the chamber of one. Thus, the bullet is merely a representation, a mascot, a poster child for what we know as fate. You mustn't be feared of failure. You mustn't be feared of rejection. You mustn't be fearful of death. It does you no good to live in fear. SG, what did we say before? What did we say before? Live in fear. I need some help from SG with that one. Michi, I legit sleep with one eye open sometimes because my eyelids don't stay closed all the time because my surgeon messed up 6 years ago. It happens like once a week. Am I a coward? Sounds like a medical condition to me, Michi. But if you're truly curious as to if you are a coward or not, I encourage you to look in the mirror and ask yourself that question before asking me. I encourage yourself to ask yourself that question, young lad, before asking me. Face yourself in the mirror and ask these questions. You're a good kid, Michi. Keep your head screwed on tight. And whenever you're invited to a quinceañera, do your best not to get too much dip on your chip. That's the only way all three stay still for a pic. What? Let me put all comments on. Still got top messages. You get all messages. My mom sent me a lovely text message. Where did the tattoo on your head go? Sometimes it's hard to see because my forehead be glistening from coconut oil. Sometimes it's easier to see with less light. My mom sent me an important text message today, though. You guys see my mom in here? I don't see her anywhere. Oh no, you're just saying because I mentioned my mom. My mom sent me an important text message today. I want to paraphrase it so I don't have to pause the chat. But she reminded me. Actually, I want to get it verbatim. I want to get it verbatim. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I know sometimes when I glitch out of the chat, it gets all. Ugh. So my mom said, don't spread yourself too thin, sweetie. Revive your immune system. That's verbatim. And then she went on to say, God bless and have a great day. She texted me that at 7:48 in the morning. Mind you, I haven't spoken to my mother too much over the past couple days. Yet she understands what's going on. A mother always knows. A mother always knows. It's a mother's intuition. It was good advice she gave me. I have been spreading myself a wee bit thin, at least. That's why I'm so behind on laundry. I need to meditate. Absolutely, Debbie. I gotta listen to her. Peace and love. Yeah, you're right, SG. I am a part of her forever and always, tied to the soul. I used to live right inside of her. It's beautiful. Technically, people lived in their dad before getting delivered into the mother. Well, yes, but in a different sense, for sure. What they're describing is growing inside of a womb, Michi. You see, sperm cells do not mature until they collaborate with the egg. What was the strongest advice your mama gave you that you'll give to your future babies, Ashan? I'd say some of the strongest advice, because she's given me plenty of strong advice. Some of the strongest advice my mother's given me that I will teach on to my kin, my successors, the generations of my bloodline to come, is to love yourself. To love yourself. Even when the world calls you ugly, fat, skinny, stupid, short, tall, undesirable,
slow. If they make fun of your clothes, where you came from, how you speak, how your teeth look, if they judge where you are in life, if they try to judge you based off of where you are in life, whether that be spiritually, mentally, socioeconomically, to choose not to feed into what they're doing and saying, but to look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror, and love yourself. Love yourself. Even if you got to stand in that mirror, that body mirror in your room or bathroom, butt naked, no clothes on, even if you got to stand in front of that mirror with no clothes on and look at your face and look at your body in all of its glory, the way you came into this world. They call it your birthday suit, the way you were born. And look at yourself long and hard. Even if you got to do it day after day, it might not even go down in the first day. Even if you got to do it day after day, which you will. It's not even if, you will. At this point, tattoos and piercings involved. And love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love how you look. Learn to love how you think. Learn to love the things that set you apart from others. Learn to love your uniqueness. Learn to love your flaws. You had shorter hair when you were younger, Devin. And you were a beautiful little girl, as was Carly and Debbie. I've seen pictures of Mark Vinyls as a little boy. Beautiful little boy. I'd love to see some of you too, SG, Joe, Jeff, Michi. Drew, I don't think I've seen nothing too young. But still, love yourself. Love yourself. Thank you, Debbie. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Devin. Thank you, Debbie, and you're very welcome, Devin. Hmm. You know, SG, I damn near got emotional myself, and that's all right. That leads us back to today's poll. What do you feel is more important? Logic, emotion, or both? And as I stated at the beginning of this live stream, too much logic and you will never know love. You will never know passion. Yet too much emotion and you will never know rationale. So, similar to how people don't necessarily drink banana juice, and not everyone is a big fan of drinking straight strawberry juice. You don't see too many people drinking strawberry juice. But I bet you've met a lot of people that have had strawberry banana smoothies. I reckon it's similar to how your favorite dish might not just be a bunch of fettuccine noodles with no sauce or protein or vegetable. While at the same time, you might not exactly want a bowl of chicken, broccoli, swimming in Alfredo sauce. You'd like to collaborate them, wouldn't you? Maybe even with some grated Parmesan, Romano over the top. We live in a world where in reality two things can be true at once, more than two. It's never black and white. In fact, black and white people don't exist. If you closely observe all of the hues, the different shades of human flesh, it is different shades of wheat. It is different shades of wheat. Nothing is black and white. Correct. At the same time, race and nationality are easy to confuse because Mark Vinyls, for instance, he has Italian heritage, yet his nationality is American. He could be considered an Italian American, an individual who has Italian roots, yet was born and raised in North America. While on the other hand, my foreign exchange roommate from college, who spent a semester or two with me, Francesco, who is from, who is literally from Italy, has a nationality of Italian. Joe would be a damn parallelogram. Shout out to parallelograms. Parallelogram is cool to say. I had a kick saying that. Yeah, I got a kick out of saying it too. Parallelogram. Look how much the tongue moves when you got to say that. Parallelogram. I think I'm flickering it a little more extra. Parallelogram. Whatever that means. Cats are beautiful. I was told by a psychic that I used to pray to a basket in a past life. I was about to say something similar as Mark Lionel said. I'm not saying every sidekick is a fraud, but watch out for some of them. Watch out for some of them. Some of them they're gonna tell you a lot. They're gonna say a lot of things. You said not to a basket. Used to pray to, Bastet, the artist. Am I thinking about the artist, or is that some type of deity? I want to say it's an artist, but maybe it's a deity that I'm not aware of. SG, who? So what? WTF am I? I said all the main things. I am a bit back in the chat. So I mean, well, you said you're mainly Canadian, American, Irish, Blackfoot, Indian, and Indigenous, French, other things. Well, Michi, if I'm not mistaken, you said that you were born in Canada, right? So if you were born, Bastet is an Egyptian deity. So Michi, if you were born in Canada, your nationality is Canadian. You were born and raised in Canada. Your nationality is Canadian. Yet all of the cultures, races, and backgrounds that you described are make up your heritage. Your heritage. So I guess the words heritage and race would have more in common. They're all not so different, though. They're all interconnected in a way. I said you were never taught this stuff. Always ask questions when you're curious, lad. Mark, something tells me to start writing, but you need more pens. SG, it's funny you said that, though, that you felt emotion. It made me a bit emotional, too, because I remember those long talks my mom would have with me when I was a boy. And I wasn't so distracted by external forces or presence, technology, social media. All I could see, I didn't see a black screen. I didn't see a yellow ghost or a blue F or a pinkish camera. All I saw was my mother's eyes, glossed over with emotion and passion. With a shaky voice, holding back tears. Doing her best to teach me what it is to be a decent human being and man. How to work hard, be honest, be yourself, and love yourself. Mark finna get some pea soup, ain't he? She does have that soul love. I actually, I described this last night at my performance. I think it was before I performed Queen Elizabeth. It was either before or after I performed Queen Elizabeth. I can't quite remember. But I talked about my favorite ladies, being my mom, grandma, and my wonderful woman. Of course, I forgot to mention all of you lovely ladies. I was in the moment. I was in the heat of the moment. I went with the three most immediate and easiest to talk about. And then I shared with the audience that in an ideal world, that the first man, you see, let me back up a little bit. I looked around the room and I saw a bunch of adults. A bunch of adults, grown, facial hair, full bodies, tattoos, piercings, jewelry, marijuana blazing in the air, liquor in their cups, car keys in their pockets. profanity on their tongue, and sex on their mind. And I opened a portal. With me being the orator at the time, I spoke of them to a time when they were all just boys and girls, too short to ride the roller coaster, scared of a needle, prohibited from drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes or marijuana, lacking enough resources to own expensive jewelry, lacking the skills and physique to effectively drive an automobile. I reminded them, I reminded them all of that time. I reminded myself of that time. And I reminded them that in an ideal world, at that phase of their lives, in that phase, in that chapter, the very first man all of those little girls in the room should love is their father. And then I spoke to all the little boys in the room and reminded them that in an ideal world, the very first woman that they should love is their mother. I spoke of queens. Queens in my world, my mother, my grandmother, my lovely lady. They've never given up on me. They push me to be better and do better. They inspire in me what others discourage in me. This is what I mean when I say they hate to see it. Don't it break your heart? How someone who loves you will root you on, invest their time, energy, and money into you, while others will try to rob it right from under your feet. What I describe as spiritual warfare. They hate to see it. But we mustn't fall into that narrative, because we can't forget the ones that love to see it. Oh, my mama loves to see it. My grandma loves to see it. Please believe me, Willie loves to see it. She helped me train. I'll let everyone in here who's watching right now know that just last night, I performed in front of radio personalities again, engineers, artists with more clout than me, a lot of street artists and R&B singers. And I was able to open a portal and sell some of those kind people a dream. Not just a dream, the dream, the voyage. And out of all of the artists that sang their song, I won first place in the competition with the 4 songs I performed. The Sono Collection, Relax. Queen Elizabeth and Vince McMahon. I brought my briefcase with me. And inside of that briefcase, I retrieved the World Championship. Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon. That bitch on my dick is my business plan. Walk in that bitch like I'm Vince McMahon. That bitch on my dick is my business plan. Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon. That bitch, she in love with a businessman. That stick in your face like we fence a man, not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon. The Voyage. Who that? Who's knocking at the door? A hard man. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Thank you, everyone. I don't think it was the crowd for What Else. What Else is a lovely song. It really is. But I don't think it was the crowd for What Else. I was thinking about performing What Else, though. But I'm proud of the 4 that I had on the lineup. It was the 4 songs necessary to take the cake. It's not that hard to have a song with a good beat. It's not that hard to rhyme. It's not. It's not that hard to get into a booth at a recording studio and record your voice over sounds. It's not. What is hard is to record sweet, sweet music. Not for love, but from love. With artistic prowess, creativity, passion, logic, and emotion. To alchemize words and sounds in such a way that you develop a tangible product that can make people feel, move, that can inspire and ignite fire. You ain't wrote a song until you wrote a baby making song. You ain't wrote a song until you wrote a song that makes people want to punch something. You ain't wrote a song until you wrote a song that makes you want to settle down and love. You ain't wrote a song until you wrote a song that prepares people for battle. What is What Else called? What Else is called What Else with a question mark. Just like that. You type in a Chant Voyage, and next to that you type in What Else with a question mark. You will find the song. All I hear is go, 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 go. Feels like I'm losing the race, we losing momentum. Seducer was slowing me down, a victim of venom. Expensive taste, you could tell by my women. Expensive taste, you could tell by my denim. Come over, baby, keep it, ease up the pain. Umbrellas cannot ease up the rain. We're driving the range. Life is a gamble, it's hard. Life is a gamble, it's hard. Thank you, MV. My boy said good choice. Not the mucus plug. Ooh wee. Got a brain freeze thinking about that. Casino Royale is a piece of work, man. I'm telling you, I was thinking about performing Jackpot. I was thinking about performing Jackpot, and I can't lie to you. I feel like there's only a couple things that would have separated it being Jackpot or Vince McMahon. A few things. Jackpot is a powerful song driven by mania, mania, pure mania. Hunger, desire, the will to risk it all. Yet, on the other hand, it requires much more energy to perform Jackpot. Although Vince McMahon is a high energy song, I feel that Jackpot is uniquely energetic, perhaps the most energetic song in my catalog and discography. I'd say the three most energetic would be between, well, maybe four, would be between Jackpot, What Else, Unpredictable, and Vince McMahon, without a doubt. And Jackpot may very well require the most energy out of those songs. I still remember how I felt after I recorded it back in 2021. Depleted. I needed protein. I needed calcium. I needed water after I recorded that song. I needed real vitamins. I needed nutrients after I recorded Jackpot. And besides, Vince McMahon is catchier, and people love a catchy song. People couldn't stop saying Vince McMahon by the end of the performance. They were saying it all night. They're still saying it to this day. Do you see what we've done? Do you understand? Vince McMahon also allows for more props. Walking that bitch like I'm Vince McMahon. Sorry for the mess. Do you all feel the same? Thank you. You could all be right. More than one things could be true at once. Hashtag the voyage in the motherfucking chat. Hashtag the voyage in the motherfucking chat. In my opinion, I think Debbie and Carly have the best interpretation of how I feel. Hi, Mom. Actually, I ate already. I had chicken and fries. I wish I had chicken and rice. I had fried chicken and fries. What's up, Mama? Need to sleep. You and me both, Mom. You and me both. Mom, I gotta call you. I work all day tomorrow and Monday, but I'd like to give you a call on Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe both. Just tell you about everything. I did a great job last night, Mom. I was the best rapper in the building. I was the best artist in the building. The most impactful. The most memorable. I made them feel. When I said Vince McMahon, they said Vince McMahon. When I stomped my feet, they stomped their feet. My music made them move. Oh my, you saw me on the road last night. Did you see how bad I had to pee? Mama, I was just mentioning you in the live stream and how you used to speak to me when I was just a boy. Eyes glossed over with emotion and passion. Speaking peace, love, and prosperity into me with all of your glorious honor and integrity. You've always been an honest woman, a truthful woman. Mom, I performed my songs, the Sono Collection, which is a tribute to the latest and greatest addition to the collection of malls in Connecticut, right in South Norwalk, the Sono Collection, as well as my song Relax, a song uniquely designed to encourage rest and relaxation, followed by Queen Elizabeth, a tribute to the late Queen Elizabeth, as well as the queens of my love and social life, which included you, Mom, Lala, and Willie, my favorite ladies. With the exception of all the lovely ladies in the live stream, of course. And then, Mom, I took them back a couple decades. I took them back a couple decades for the cherry on top. I started walking funny. I had a briefcase in my hand. I asked everybody if they know the name Vince McMahon. I'm talking Monday Night Raw. I'm talking about Friday Night SmackDown. WCW, ECW, AEW. Hell in a Cell. Tables, ladders, and chairs. No holds barred. All this right after Queen Elizabeth. I guess you could call it a Royal Rumble. I made everybody in that room feel like a kid again. Because I am a timeless citizen. I gave them what they didn't even know they needed. I gave them everything they've ever wanted. We gave them the Voyage. It was the Voyage show at a discounted price. An experience. A spectacle. Where I was later recognized as the world heavyweight champion. I won first place. I was the most impactful artist in the room, in the building. Tony, see this? Tell Tony I love him. Hey, I'm gonna just say hi. He's watching. Hey, what's happening, Tony? I love you. I love you. What's up, Dandy? Dandy, are you subscribed to the channel? Thank you for the flowers. Willie gave me some flowers last night, too. She crocheted those. She crocheted those. No, he's asleep. He pointed it out on Facebook today. Oh, he saw the picture. Does she have an Etsy? I don't know. You think it'd be a good idea for her to start one, SG? Mama, do you have a Yeti or a Stanley cup? She's very crafty. She is extremely crafty. I mean, you guys have seen the bag she's made me, right? The one of one, a Voyage, purple drawstring money bag. Which is an absolute treasure chest. Has all types of stuff in there. I'll ask her if she did make that. She also made this. She also made this beautiful blanket. She also made this. She said, Anisi, move over. I think so. Her mom, Mama J, made this. It's a little bent out of shape because it's always in my pocket and I'm always pulling it out all rough. But there we go. Her mom also made this. It's Vicky the Voodoo Doll. Thank you, Dandy. Dandy, I hope you took a moment to subscribe to my channel. I live stream every day. And her mom also made this. Oh, she could totally make a sloth. There's nothing she couldn't make. Her and her mom combined, especially. There's nothing they couldn't make. I'm sure of it. I've seen enough of their work. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. And they collaborated on this. And that is a pocket, by the way. I keep chapstick and hand sanitizer in there. Mom, do you remember when we went to Bath and Body Works? I forget which one. I think it's this one. Yep. That makes the most sense. The last time I saw you was Christmas. We got this one. Debbie said, a sloth purse, please. Do you have Instagram, Debbie? If you do, you could reach out to Peace, Love, and Crochet, their crochet page on Instagram, and perhaps you could put in a request, an order. I've seen parkour zombie videos. That sounds like something Devin would look up. Oh, Mom, I gotta tell them that you loved it. No, they've made the most lovely things. The blanket, this hat, and the bag were gifts to me. This was my birthday gift. The blanket was just a gift, as well as this. And when it comes to Vicky the Voodoo Doll and the bee, I purchased when they were set up, having markets. I purchased those from markets. But yes, make sure you you subbed for a while, just never joined lives. Oh, shoot, Dandy. Well, thank you for being here. As you know, then, if you've been subscribed for a while, I have original songs, music videos, and vlogs that I've made with my own mind and heart. I made them not for love, but from love. Eating competitions, all types of crazy cool content for you to enjoy. As you know by now, I will keep you entertained to the day you die. Mom, I'll tell you, I got 2 more 12-hour shifts to do before I have another day off. I'm looking forward to it. Put a prayer in the air for me. I know I'll be all right, but I'm need all our strength. That's all right. That's quite all right too, Dandy. What I've come to realize is that everyone is not necessarily here for the music, but for the experience, the voyage. I love you too, Mark. Forever and always, Mom. After having vivid visions, Mom, I came to a realization that you and I will even spend time together in the afterlife. Or where we will visit aquariums that the earth is not capable of having. Christmases that seem to literally never end. A a place where tears of sorrow do not exist, yet tears of joy flow like the river. Everyone, please do me a big solid. Hashtag the voyage in the chat. It's time for me to pack this thing up. Let me get one more vote on the poll if we could, just to get a nice even number. Which do you feel is more important? Logic, emotion, or both? Have a good night, Mama. I love you with all my heart. Sleep well. Kick some keister tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon about it. Oh, Mom. Shout out to my mom, man. Salute to my mom. She's been a nurse as long as I've been alive. That's a beautiful heart. That's that nurse love right there. You see that heart? The voyage, the voyage, the voyage. It seems that thank you, everyone. Hashtag the voyage. When's your TikTok? My TikTok, I'm going to say about 11:45. I'm going to do my TikTok live stream. I'm going to take at least a half hour to get myself together. As you guys can see, my room's a mess. I think it's interesting how differently people communicate. It's quite the phenomenon. Well, can't join the TikTok live. It's all right. 12:17. 12:17 where you are. Hey, man, you know me and you know how it be. Ain't nothing but peace, love, and prosperity and a whole lot of hilarity. It's the voyage, baby. I'm going to catch you on the TikTok live. Holla at me on the disco. Love. Yeah, the voyage. Ugh.